Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Ember.
I hate you like I'm young.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck. Fuck me!
And that's when I noticed the cold breeze.
The ankle's a little mean.
The ankle, the elbow, the fucking little tiny stick that he probably has is gonna post it. I'm just so fucking done.
So, good day, you guys. I hope everyone's having a beautiful, wonderful Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning on in. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe. So, for today's video, we're diving into some quirky stuff. We're going to check out Hot Wasabi here. Everyone go subscribe. Go subscribe to them. And this is the first thing a demonetized quirky love Rosee did was give herself a tarot reading. And I kind of love that. Kind of do. Y'all know we do tarot readings over here, so we'll check hers out and see what it has to say. And then after that, we're going to check out her upload. They're both relatively short, so I figured we could just kind of combine it into one video for today. And it's called, I've unsubscribed from health at every size, fat activism, and the fat acceptance movement, IG story ramble. So get ready for that, y'all. Get ready for that. Yeah, she's gonna let us have it. But we get to start off with something probably a little more lighthearted. Thank you so much as always, you guys. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves, your loved ones, your fur babies. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a great afternoon as well. And members, happy Wednesday. I already did the thing. Thank you so much, you guys. And with that, let's dive right on into this. Shall we?
Welcome.
Hey, Rosee.
I'm just... Selenite is a cleansing crystal, so that's why I'm doing this right now. Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. Just waving this giant crystal around in your face.
If you're interested in a live reading, I thought it would be interesting to try to do this on YouTube. Do a reading on myself. That's a great idea. All right.
Now, Rosee and I do not agree on everything when it comes to tarot readings. That's all right. That's all right. You know, she takes donations to give them to random people on the internet all the time, and I don't believe in doing that. But I also want to say, something like tarot, I believe, is a very personal thing. Your personal relationship with it might look very different than someone else's, and that's okay.
No, I'm not, specifically a medium or, a psychic. I just work with it.
Okay, easy.
My own spirituality and intuition and energy. Creating words and reading on myself. What do I want to read about? How about...
She definitely thinks she's a psychic.
The appeal process and my YouTube monetization. Yeah, let's...
Girl, that was one, I would have taken that one. It popped right out at you.
Right there. Rosee isn't a medium. She's a medium well at best. That's funny.
Medium well at best. You know what? At least they didn't make a size joke, honestly. Because that's where my brain first went to. I was like, medium? More like 6X. Give it to us. Universe. Oh my god. This is actually funny.
Okay. Nah. There's too many cards. Nah.
No, Rosee, you got a good look at those and you were like, I don't like that. If you're going to ignore what the universe gives you, then, well, hey.
There we go.
These are jumpy today. Oh god, I don't want to...
Well, you're a mess, so that was mean. Sorry.
Ooh, okay. Alright. We don't start great, but we're going somewhere great. Is the immediate energy.
Or diva.
Damn, jumpy as hell right now. I won't lie, I'm a little nervous doing this on YouTube. It's been a long time.
Hey, girl, I hear you. I hear you. Until I started doing it more regularly, I was really like, damn, what if today's the day? What if today's the day where, like, just nothing fucking comes to me? Like, the cards are in front of me and I'm just getting nothing from it. Hasn't happened yet, but hey, fuck, knock on wood.
5 is good. So I'm gonna treat this like I would reading someone else. Oh, I already forgot the first step. When I'm reading for somebody else, before I start shuffling, first I do what you saw me do, like take a moment and either out loud or privately say and think certain things to essentially connect to spirit, whether that's,
Connect to spirit, okay.
spirit guides, the kind spirit guides,
Diva.
just the overall
The ancestors.
energy. I feel like my anxiety is heightened because I do feel a lot of uncertainty about my future regarding the appeals process and everything, YouTube and all of this stuff. So just bear with me. And I've been pulling 7 of Wands in reverse a lot for myself.
Ooh.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay. Check out the chat real quick.
Okay, this is smart. Mindful tarot reading. I enjoy this. She writes down in her notebook and whatnot.
So that's actually what I wrote down here to go over the names of the cards. So the 5 card pull I have right now, I'm still going through it, but the pull that I pulled is the Fool in reverse, the 7 of Wands in reverse, the Sun upright, 9 of Cups in reverse, and Queen of Wands upright. So, Hattie, are you trolling me? My handwriting is awful. Chicken scratch to the max. What?
Lord. Don't go giving her unwarranted fucking compliments. You're gonna feed the monster.
Is tarot subjective?
So to speak.
My gut reaction to that question is I believe so. Yeah.
Entirely. It's entirely subjective. Which is a reason why I enjoy it, you know?
I mean, I don't think tarot is set in stone. I think free will is a big factor. And I don't think anything...
I don't think that's what they were asking, but okay.
set in stone. So my tarot cards don't have art on them. I use the territorial deck. I've learned that when I'm working with tarot, interpretation is everything in tarot, yeah. I've learned that I work better with words. And what I mean by that is a lot of...
Okay, valid, fine, dandy.
People focus on imagery and like talking off the cuff in that way. But as I've learned over time, I will pull the same cards for different people and have very different interpretations. Because sometimes I'll pull a card and a single word will just like pop out of it. And that is kind of what I go off of, or one part of a sentence, or the whole of the sentence. I can imagine images in my head, but I also can like think in like the visual of words as well. Let me get back to this for a second. I do the full explanation and
I just think the imagery sometimes lends itself as well.
Breakdown of the card pulls.
Look at her, she's getting so into it.
Oh, I have PayPal.
Girl. Oh, she does. She has it all fucking listed in the back. Like, hey.
It's in the description. It's right here. Brown-eyed Rose at yahoo.com. Rose with 2 E's. I'm right-handed, but
you should have maybe used a bigger piece of paper for that, girl.
Camera's flipped. You should do a monthly raffle for a free tarot reading on Patreon. That's a fucking brilliant idea, new name.
Eye roll. Anything to make that money. She's like, oh my god, I love it.
Oh my god.
She's like, I could get all your guys' money and only have to give out 1 reading? Oh, bet. Bet.
Sorry. Tarot reading perks on Patreon. Oh my gosh.
High roll.
Oh, Brittany, is that you? Okay, let me finish writing up and then I can break my reading down later. Let me just, since I'm here, let me finish this. I appreciate you so much, Brittany. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Okay.
I don't know why. I hear the little piano in the background. I was just like, Laura's theme is going to start playing. We're going to start, like, Laura Palmer's going to come in.
Yeah, raffle sounds like such a good idea. Yeah. I think I might do both. Like, I can add it as a perk to one of the higher tiers, and then just have to figure out how I would do the raffle. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out the details, guys. For the paid members over on Patreon, a raffle tarot reading is a great idea. I did actually consider vertical for a hot second, and then I just decided not to. People are just gonna cause more problems, and I've had enough drama for this week.
What?
So, Hamlet, it's a whole thing that I'm just not getting into on this live. People making crazy inferences because I'm using a built-in YouTube fucking function, and it was just the whole thing. So.
Side-eye, what's she talking about?
Yeah, I'm not gonna just abandon my channel because I got demonetized. I love this too much.
Oh! T. She's throwing a little bit of shade at Ambi. She said, oh, now all of a sudden you can't work? Okay.
I might just do a quick overview because honestly, I prefer reading for other people than reading for myself. I find sometimes I struggle to interpret for myself because I'm biased against myself, you know what I mean? So.
Fair. Everyone has internal biases, but it can also help against that.
With the Fool in reverse, what I wrote here is lack of direction, careless moves. It's time to make the moves that I've been afraid to do.
Ooh.
Have been happening from bad decisions. The new pivots and content directions are meant to be blessing in disguise. Because I feel like, and I think like even before I was demonetized, like that live where I was like unhappy with like how I was acting and I was like kind of just lashing out and not rising above the trolls and meeting them right in hell with them. I feel like that was kind of a part of what this card was signifying for me at least.
What? You really think it has to do with your interactions with trolls? Okay.
And that there was just a lot of decisions that I was making hastily.
Do we really think that that's what led to you losing this? Really? Was the trolls? Okay, very Amberlynn coded.
Run into a chronic problem where I want to move quickly, I want to make fast decisions, and I end up just kind of like getting myself into trouble when I do that. And then when I take a step back, when I hone in and focus like I did when I took that break right before the demonetization happened, I sat with myself and I found out a lot of stuff that y'all don't know, or if you do know, you may not know that I know. I processed and grieved all of that privately. When I was initially thinking those things through, I was thinking about how I was going to address it, how I was going to talk about it. And then as time passed, I found new information and realized like, oh, I'm going to say nothing because that's the best solution. Had I not given myself that time to reflect, that would not have been what had happened. So this experience has also just kind of driven me to...
Girl, what? Yeah, I would say she's not very good at reading for herself, to be honest.
to reconnect with my spirituality, and in a way almost like, I don't want to say forced me, but like maybe allowed me to speak out, share this side of myself, because none of this is new for me. None of this is new, but I've always kept this close to my heart. This new pivot has allowed the space for me to explore this, and I feel like there's been a lot of confirmation from source and my...
Okay. Yeah, okay, Rosee. I'm side-eyeing. You think she's coming for my gig, y'all?
Decides that this is the right move for me. So for the second
tarot, okay.
card, Seven of Wands in reverse, I wrote, perceptions of others has a lot of judgments that are being placed upon me, and that is creating an unbalanced dynamic within myself. I deserve the good I have in life, and demonetization is not a punishment, it's a wake-up call. You guys who are getting your recaps, if I'm like in your...
Okay. I don't disagree with her viewpoint on that. I think that's a very glass half full kind of way to look at it.
If you're like in my top 1%, however that was worded, you're in my top 1% of viewers.
Okay, listen. I have gotten so many comments about this. Now, I don't use the YouTube app, and I'm hardly in the YouTube Creators app as well. So, I really don't know about half the shit that YouTube's been doing lately. Like the whole hype points thing, I didn't understand that for a while. This, I guess they're doing like the Spotify Wrapped thing, but for YouTube. Well, listen, for every single one of y'all that had me anywhere in your YouTube lineup throughout the year, thank you. I appreciate y'all very, very much. And for you psychos that watch thousands and thousands of videos, heart hands. Thank you guys too.
Right? Yeah? Or like 5% or 10%. Like that means you spend a lot of time with me. I say
psychos with love, all right? Just like I called my Gooby a psycho. He's a psycho.
Appreciate it. You have a really great attitude, Rosee. Most would crumble. I appreciate that. This is just a step in the road. You're in the...
Sorry, that one got me off guard. You could see it in her, how much it warmed her to be told that most people would crumble at what you're going through.
Top 0.8% too? Hell yeah. So for card 3, this is the Sun upright, which card 3 and 5 are very positive. I think are indicating.
Yeah, I do think that's interesting. Pulled the Sun for, I think, Foodie this last week? Or maybe it was Amber. I can't remember. I need to start doing more Rosee ones now.
It is that, like, I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? There's something going on. And I've already kind of done a reading on myself a bit, so I already have a bit of insight on this. But this is just a lot of confirmation. I think there's like 1 or 2 cards here. I think it's the 7 of Wands reversed and the Queen of Wands that are repeats. I wrote here, continue practicing gratitude. Success is coming, and likely not in the time frame that I would prefer. Focus on what you care about, those you care about most. For this card, success is what jumps out here. Just says quite a lot of joy and abundance are headed in your direction. Your energy and confidence is infectious. Shine onto those you care about most. The reason why I would kind of feel like, you know, it may not be the time I prefer, the word that jumps out here is dissatisfaction for the 9 of Cups in reverse. And what I wrote here is, I got my dream with YouTube, but not how I expected it to be. Girl!
What the fuck was that?
Quality for quantity. Sorry. You know,
well, I mean, she's not wrong.
At the end of the day, I've just had to kind of come to peace with that, and it's not going to stop me from my goals. The Queen of Wands in the upright, I wrote high self-awareness, confidence, while discovering life's purpose. I know how to get what I want, stay focused, and good will come my way. So yeah, quality over quantity, 100%. And so there are thoughts and plans and things that I'm processing and things that I'm actively working on that I'm not going to go into further detail, since this is a reading about myself, things I'm already aware of and working on, because I've also been practicing the spirituality for myself. So I think it was earlier today that I did the reading for myself, and I didn't take notes when I did it, but yeah, we're going to move on now. What I'm expecting.
Interesting. I want to see more of these.
To happen. I'm not saying like I'm 100% right, but what I'm expecting to happen.
What the hell is this from? Is that from her resting into the counter? Probably. They look curved.
Is I'm not going to win my appeal, but I'll get remonetized in 90 days based on energy and tension, as well as just logistical information, logical information. I mean, do I believe?
Well, let's hope. I wouldn't put too much weight into that, so to speak.
That I should win my appeal, obviously. But realistically, am I going to? I don't think so. I don't. And I've said.
Well, Rosee, it's kind of like obvious why you probably shouldn't. But she has gone and removed a lot of the content. So that tells us she knew what the problem was.
That since my first live. I mean, I think the reason I'm not going to win my appeal is like nothing to do with me. I think it's just YouTube. I think this is something that they're doing to protect themselves from the lawsuits they're dealing with. And
I think that's partially true. But I also think it's them cracking down just in general.
And if they remove that for that period of time, there's always a possibility that I'm wrong and that I will win my appeal. And of course, that's what I want. You know what I mean? That's what I want to happen. But
I don't believe that's what happened.
I'm not expecting it. And so if it happens.
Imagine Rosee got her monetization back and Amber didn't. She'd be so fucking pissed. She'd be so fucking pissed.
A very, very pleasant surprise.
Okay, Rosee.
Anyway, I'm gonna grate my ginger now.
Alrighty. With that, guys, once again, go follow Hot Wasabi. Go subscribe to them. Oh, lordy. I'm excited for more Rosee stuff, honestly. And with that, here, let's clear the cache. This is the I've unsubscribed from blah, 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 blah. Let's just hear what she's got to say.
Hey.
Hey, Rosee. Laying back down.
If you've known me for a long time on the internet, I think you know that I've spent many years in the body positivity spaces, and I think at some point I definitely considered myself a fat activist. And obviously, I've come online and shared my stories regarding feederism and the like. And so,
of course, she's going to leave all this stuff up being like, I disavow feederism.
I've spent a lot of time this week, like a lot of my time, watching a lot of commentary videos and different creators, a lot of whom are like fat people who were once like super fats who've lost weight, or people that were once in fat spaces that have left. And I have been consuming a lot of media and really reflecting on my beliefs. And I want to share some thoughts.
Can I just insert something real quick? I think that a lot of these support realms, because I don't want to call it a support group, it kind of is, but like these realms of support for certain things tend to very quickly become like an echo chamber where it's just people giving out validation at every left turn and not questioning certain things because, well, the group and whatever they align themselves with, whatever they stand for, blah, blah, blah. I just think it's important to, like, remain true to yourself within that. But just wanted to throw that out there. I don't think any of these spaces, like Health at Every Size, I don't think that's inherently the problem. I think the problem is if you allow it to validate those negative things too much. And that, unfortunately, Rosee, is on you.
I no longer subscribe to...
I saw the title of that We're All Insane podcast or whatever that Rosee was on. And it was literally groomed into feederism. So that shows you, I think, the amount of self-accountability that Rosee has when it comes to that whole sector of her life. I think that's interesting.
Believing in haze, I believe that it's really important to love yourself where you are, for who you are, regardless of your weight, regardless of your body, regardless of what you look like.
Well, I think I hear you out. Let me counter you with, you should love yourself in spite of those things. Okay? So it's when you feel insecure about those things, that's when that self-love needs to come out more. And you have to separate those things from your worth as an individual.
You deserve to love yourself.
1,000%.
You deserve to love yourself.
You also deserve to love yourself enough to get better.
To the point of treating yourself well.
Yes.
You deserve to love yourself enough to address your pain. You deserve to love yourself enough to want to be as healthy as one can be in their body. And you know, I'm not talking about genetic issues. I'm not talking about anything else other than just trying to live a healthier, balanced life.
Yeah, whatever's healthier and more balanced for your specific needs.
It's really hard.
Oh God, is this going to be a crying video? I don't do good with people crying.
To look back and reflect on your life and
like watching it, I don't know, it just makes me so uncomfortable.
Realize where you've gone wrong. It's hard to sometimes to notice when you've repeated patterns. And lately, I have been feeling this very weird dichotomy shift in my life.
Huh?
That I can only attribute to having gone through when I left Mormonism and leaving.
How? Listen, this is just a question for the OGs in the Rosieverse. How like into Mormonism was she? Like, really, really, really? Was it like a lot? She makes it sound like she was the daughter of like uh, I don't know. Are they priests? Is is it called like a Mormon priest? She's like it seems heavy for her, the religious trauma.
Not only
Which girl, fair. I didn't even grow up religious, but my daycare provider was heavily, heavily religious. And yeah, that's where my trauma comes from.
there's some spaces online, but fat acceptance spaces. Because fat acceptance is problematic.
It can be. It can be. I don't think it inherently has to be, but it can be. It can be, like I said, an echo chamber.
And realizing that has been really hard for me.
Me realizing that I hate Rosie's crying voice even more than Amber's. Oh, God. Oh.
It's been really hard. And I know there are a lot of people that think I'm some attention-seeking liar.
Oh! Well. Well. Sorry, she's gooping and gagging me with this one.
Because of how I left feudalism.
Is that why? I don't think so. I don't think that's why, Rosie. But reminder, this video... Oops. I got so much shit pulled up, you guys. Oh my god, I don't even have her.
My bowels had a sweet release. I could feel it everywhere. I crap my pants.
I'm so sorry about that. That's why I don't give Amber too much shit for the technical difficulties, because holy fuck, same. This was 2 years ago. Nothing's changed.
People are entitled to their opinions, but this is very real for me. Okay. And this isn't me saying fat people suck or that I hate my body now or any...
No, you shouldn't.
Shit like that, because that's not the truth. I think that I am beautiful. I believe fat is beautiful. But I believe that fat acceptance creates, like...
Again, I think you're blaming it on the concept and not on yourself for remaining grounded within it. Right? Right?
This vacuum.
Which I think is very much human nature. I'm not saying that Rosie's, like, bad for doing that. But, I don't know, I think you get to a point where it's like, you can differentiate between the two. And say, the group maybe isn't inherently bad, but the spaces I find myself in, especially my mental space that I find myself in when I'm in that air space, saying that word too much, that maybe is what you should focus on more, what you can control within it.
Of self-justifications.
Because that's crazy. Like, we see a lot of these ladies, maybe not Rosie inherently, but a lot of these ladies have, like, crazy control needs. You think they'd get control of their mental health then, right? Right? Right?
That for me, I will speak for myself, created almost delusions of my reality. And these are really hard and painful things for me to admit. So before I talk about this anywhere else, I want to talk about this on my stories. Because I'm not talking about body neutrality. I'm not talking about self-love movements. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking specifically about fat activism. And I just want to say there are certain creators that I've been watching that I'm going to tag in this slide. Because I feel like each of these creators
Okay, she got a list.
handles these topics with dignity and respect and kindness and compassion. And depending on, where I had been a few years ago, if I watched them, I don't know if I would have been as receptive as I have been as in recent years.
Interesting, because I think that's where Amber is. How much she fucking attacked Obese to Beast anytime he would open his mouth. Dude, oh my god.
And I know this is going to piss off a lot of people. And I'm probably going...
Well, Rosee, you could say just about anything right now, and I think you'd be good. Unless you blame it on us, then yeah, that'll piss people.
I have been getting a lot of unfollows for a while now. If you know anything about me, you know I don't give two shits about that. Because I only want...
Not the burp.
The people who get...
You know what? She burps, I cough. Whatever, girl.
Me stick around anyway. So that's not really even important to me. But what's important to me is realizing...
Hold on. I feel like I should toss in, at the end of the day, a subscriber count should not affect your mental well-being. But, hey, still be appreciative. Still be appreciative.
Just how much youth plays a factor, I think
In
even
what?
recently, I've talked about how, my doctor says my blood work is basically, her exact words were, besides, obviously, my A1C, my blood work was immaculate. And, yeah, great. Good for me. Thankfully, I'm not more unhealthy than I already am.
Period. I do think... I don't necessarily agree with it, but I also think with certain patients, doctors know how to approach them. And I think with Rosee, it's probably similar with how doctors would approach Amber. You know what I mean? And it's we're going to be gentle. We don't want to scare her off.
But that's only for now.
Yeah.
And that's why...
But let me throw a little reassurance in there. It's only for now for everyone. There's no promise of quote-unquote good health for anyone tomorrow, In
my day-to-day life, I've made a lot of lifestyle changes. I do not live like I once did, and I never will again. Now, am I in some big pursuit of some weight loss journey right now? The answer to that is no. I am in a lifestyle trajectory movement. My focus is on my habits and my behaviors.
Okay. I don't know as though I see that within your videos and live streams, but okay.
And weight loss is going to come with it, and I know that. And
you've just removed the kind of sexual exploitation of it all, but I think that neural link of connecting food to arousal is probably going to be way harder for you to kick, girl.
Not only am I okay with that, I am getting myself ready to work towards intentional weight loss. And I'm struggling to even talk about that right now because of my experiences in fat activism. Intentional weight loss has been so demonized by me and my peers and the
interesting.
People around me for so long that I struggle to talk about my desire to pursue weight loss in any capacity because I feel like a hypocrite.
Interesting. Okay.
What? What is that?
What? No, fair.
That's ridiculous.
Ooh, she's feeling testy.
I understand wanting to experience like places on the internet or life on the internet without constantly being like berated for your weight or like hearing about
1,000%.
people's intentional weight loss journeys, whatever. Like, I sympathize with that, but those echo chambers.
Rosee, there's going to be two sides to any coin. All right? You have to know where you stand within that. There's going to be, especially within those groups, there's going to be extremes on both ends. You have to find where you align yourself within that. That's not necessarily the group's fault. However, you know, if every single person out there thought and interacted that way online, I'm sure the internet would probably look very different.
I feel serve more harm than good.
Okay.
It's a short-term relief of your mental health pains with long-term consequences. I am in a
She kind of ate with that.
real long-haul healing journey. My actions and my words from here on out are here to reflect that. If people want to judge me from who I was back in April, from who I was last year, from who I was 5 years ago.
Yeah, you can't control that, so I don't see the point in worrying about it, but that's just me. Not to say, like, it doesn't matter, but, like, as long as you're consciously working towards doing better in the future, then I think, you know, it's one of those things that's just out of your control.
10 years ago, that is not my problem.
Oh.
I'm here to heal. I'm not going to let anyone try to...
Rosee, if you're watching, something tells me you might be. Have you done that? It's been 2 years. Have we seen improvement like that? Just wondering.
Dictate my narrative other than myself. This isn't some ploy or attention or anything other than accountability.
See, I question why I even mention that, but...
This is really hard for me. And it's an ever-growing, ever-changing process.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead and conclude this old-style Instagram rant. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Hi, guys. The ones that are still watching.
Rosee, can I be honest? What was your, like, thesis statement for this? What was the point we were trying to make? Because I think you just kind of pointed out inherent facts. But hey, realization is part of it.
You're the real ones. Or you just nosy, which, hey.
Period.
More power to you. I say all of that to say, this isn't some bullshit ploy for attention. This isn't some announcement that I'm about to turn into some weight loss account, anything like that. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is...
I think that's what she's saying. No.
I'm having to really de-radicalize myself.
Okay. Interesting way to phrase that.
To allow myself the space.
The spice.
To heal.
To hell.
I have to deconstruct beliefs that I built throughout my entire...
Listen, Rosee, let me give you a little bit of advice. You have deconstructed Mormonism for yourself to a degree, so you know how to do it already. You know? You just have to apply it to a different factor of your life. And I think also her coming from a religious background is going to make group settings like that seem so much more appealing. right? I mean, we do kind of see that, like, who are the people that fall prey to cults most, not necessarily religious folks, but people searching for something, searching for a community. I think that's where it gets rocky.
Adulthood, and it's a weird place to be. I was really some, 23-year-old out here spouting bullshit online.
Hun, most of us were. All right. Anyone at that age who has access to the internet in the way that we do now in social media, yeah, I can promise you guys, you will look back and cringe on even some of the, I don't want to say righteous, but even some of the correct things that you post, because you're going to learn how not to view it differently, but how to speak about it differently. And that will make the world a difference. But I promise you, you're going to look back and be like, oh my God, what the fuck? Even on like the not cringe stuff, I promise.
Thinking I knew everything. Thinking that I could, I guess, outsmart things that have been around for forever. And there are certain fundamentals that I really have to refocus and gain control within myself on.
Okay. Period.
And I think anyone that really knows me knows, like, I don't blame anybody else for my weight.
I do think that's true, but I also think you rely too much on like the ex-feederism of it all.
And I don't see my weight as this huge, horrible thing. I do.
I'm going to say this tentatively, yet. Because you know that it's going to bring on health issues, Rosee. You just know. So, I don't think it brings away from any of your worth as an individual to say that we should be working towards a better tomorrow, right? Oh, that sounds so corny.
See it now for what it is, as an obstacle to overcome. Not for how I look. Not at all. But for my goals, for my mobility, for
that should be a big one.
What I want from my life. I've got a long way to go. And I have no desire to enter any kind of rapid weight loss for the reason that, I kind of want to see what I can.
I'm not saying rapid, but maybe gradual, but we haven't seen that.
Do in terms of salvaging my skin, but
what? You talking about like loose skin, girl? Yeah, let me tell you, I felt a lot more insecure after I lost the weight, being shirtless with all the loose skin, than I did shirtless, full weight. You know what I mean? I mean, both very uncomfortable for me. But yeah, no, the insecurities around my body actually got worse when I lost the weight. And I'm not saying that to deter anyone. I'm saying to maybe give you a heads up. It doesn't just magically go away. Especially if you have to deal with loose skin, which some people don't. I think they're fucking lucky as hell for that. But most of us do. There was one doctor, though, who, listen, it was during a very rough period, so, like, she knew I needed it. But I had to take my shirt off for an exam, and she mentioned weight loss. Because, like, yeah, you can tell someone's lost a lot of fucking weight if they have a ton of skin just hanging off of them. And, like, that moment touched my soul. But, yeah, no, I hated the loose skin.
I kind of just want...
Which makes me feel a bit better now that I've filled out a little bit more. Because there was a point where I was like, no, I need to gain weight. Like, I don't like being this skinny. And I was never skinny to begin with. The least amount I ever weighed as an adult was 160, 155, and that's very thin for me.
I take like the like standard diet approach. You know, I don't want to do weight loss surgery. I don't want to do anything like that. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm not making any kind of like grand promises. Really, the point of this ramble...
Don't be like I once was. Okay, so that was the point. Finally getting there.
It's just to say that I...
Hubert. Alright, bye-bye. He's like moaning and groaning over by the door. Probably hears someone.
I really overcorrected throughout my 20s.
That can definitely add to it.
And I really doubled down, tripled down to the point that I landed in even more radical spaces online. And because of those choices that I made, because I decided to fall down those rabbit holes, I developed diabetes by the age of 30.
Well, hi, Bubba's. Hi, my big guard dog. Well, do we really think it was because of that? Like, don't you think maybe we were probably going to reach this point eventually with or without the help of fat acceptance and this or that, right? Hi, Google.
And I had been doing a really good job of reversing it. I was in 2021. I had reversed my pre-diabetes status.
That's dope.
And then I made choice.
I mean, I think it depends on the individual, but if she were to lose like a lot of weight, her diabetes could become manageable, yeah? Right?
That landed me to where I'm at now.
I know there's the one that you're born with. That never, goes away. That's just how it is. But the one that, like, you develop, right? I don't know. Maybe that's a fallacy. But I always thought, diet.
So, don't be like me.
Well... Alrighty, you guys. Goober here wants to play. So, thank you so much for tuning on in. Hope everyone enjoyed. I do want to check more of Rosee's freaking tarot readings out. Yeah, that's interesting. That she's sitting on live, like, just getting paid by people to do that. I mean, tons of creators out there do that, but I don't know. It's just something about it for me. Anyways, you guys, I hope everyone's having a beautiful and wonderful Thursday. Once again, taking care of yourselves, your loved ones, your full bubbas. Check out the Goo review as well. It is linked in the description. But yeah, it's called the Goo review. We are working our way through the many days of Goomiss. He loves it. Just posted a little bit of like a kind of DIY vlog, and there'll be a tree decorating video and just a bunch of fun stuffs. So keep an eye out there. Plus the movie reviews, as always. It's a hodgepodge of stuff over there, but I like to think there's a little bit of everything. Thank you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe. Come on. Hope everyone has a beautiful, wonderful rest of their day, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.